One of the things that breakup burnout can look like and feel like is having a lack of energy, right? It can look like having a lack of energy where you may feel extremely fatigued, where you may find yourself getting exhausted quicker than normal. Even if what you're getting is considered a good amount of sleep, you may wake up still feeling tired and even having difficulty getting out of the bed, okay? Another thing on what breakup burnout can look like is that it can have physical signs. There's a physical side of breakup burnout, right? Where you may have headaches that you can't even explain where they're coming from, digestive issues, muscle tension, aches and pains, to even a change in appetite where you may not have an appetite or you may find yourself overly eating, to even getting sick more often. Okay. It can also look like a decline in productivity. That's what it also can look like. It can look like a decline in productivity. Let's just say you have a strong work ethic, whether that's within the home to even your job or maybe even your business, and you find that your performance has taken a severe dip. Okay. It can look like that. It can also be tasks that you are so used to completing very effectively and with a level of quality. Now it just seems very overwhelming to do right now. A decline in productivity can look like having trouble meeting deadlines or getting anything done to even trouble concentrating. All right. It can also look like emotional exhaustion. Okay. Where you just feel overwhelmed with emotions such as sadness, maybe anger, irritability, anxiety, hopelessness, helplessness, worthless, to even feeling powerless. There can also be some mental blockages, okay, where you're constantly ruminating about the relationship and what went wrong, to even having difficulty making decisions, maybe even worrying about the future, to even some cynical self perception about yourself, to what you think and what you believe and how you speak over yourself. It can also look like loneliness. When there's a level of burnout, detachment and isolation from others can take place. And you may find yourself not wanting to socialize, or you might even feel exhausted from socializing, which is something that normally doesn't happen for you. You may also feel like you have nothing to give to anyone right now. And it's not because you don't want to, it's just that you don't have the emotional capacity to do so. All right. It can also look like feeling demotivated. So let's just say the things that you once did and those things you once found enjoyable, you no longer just have the desire to do anymore. Okay. Daily responsibilities, they just start to feel like a burden and very challenging to complete. And you have things that you want to accomplish, but your lack of enthusiasm and energy to pursue them is not there. Okay. And it can also look like uncertainty. Breakup burnout can also look like uncertainty because relationship exits, whether it's a divorce or a breakup, also means change, right? Where you may have to move out. So, guess what that involves? That involves a shift in your physical environment. It can look like a division of assets. And so, there's a financial adjustment there. It can look like co parenting, right? Where you have to put the kids and make them the priority above all else. And I'm going to tell you something, when emotions are very high, transitioning to co-parent can be a challenging thing to do. The routines and the responsibilities have shifted. The social dynamics change from your friends to even extended families. So these disruptions in terms of uncertainty can lead to things such as stress as well as burnout.